we switch horses midstream, as it were, and continue playing Dark Souls Remastered blind with Seth the Overwitch. Just wanted to drop in today and give you all a couple hours, and by which I mean I wanted to play a couple more hours of Mortal Shell today, while I have time. And if you'll give me just a minute to take a drink, we'll jump right into, well, take a drink and post a live notification to our Discord. Just a moment. Almost done. Alright, there we are. We should be ready. There we go. Thank you for your patience. If you recall, last time around we actually took care of a whole lot, even though we might not have, Hey, Potato, how's it going, man? Hope you're feeling a bit better today. Were you able to get tested? We took care of a whole lot last time around, even though it wasn't maybe the most exciting gameplay in the world. We spent the entire stream climbing this massive fortress. I think it was just Demgate was the name. And we fought Crucix the Twiceborn, the second of the gods we have to hunt down for their glands. They get tested tomorrow morning. Alright, man, well, I hope for the best, and hope you get to feeling better sometime soon. Hey, Ed Banger, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We climbed up into the skies and acquired a gland from this grotesque-looking thing. I felt kind of bad about killing the martyr. Didn't feel bad about killing this one at all. But that was also the only boss we fought throughout the entire stream. It took a long-ass time to get up here, and that was without a lot of deaths or anything. It was just a long, very straightforward area. Potato says, still feverish, but better. Glad to hear that, man. Hope you, continue on that trajectory. Did we catch this one earlier? No, we didn't. Just some more, I guess, meaningless stuff. So, since we've got a gland, you know what that means. The world is going to fall apart until we deposit it back with the chained prisoner in Falgrim. So we are going to have to hoof it right on out of here and hopefully pick up a couple of those unlocked chests on the way back.
The sacred gland is yours. Perhaps it was always yours.
Fairly certain that is not mine.
If you manage to extract the true nectar, be wary. Sip slowly. I remember a heretic who drank deeply. He took what wasn't his and gulped it down.
Is that Hadron,
greedily.
the guy we keep running into in the other world?
He was unrecognizable afterward. Another man entirely. This was his reward and his penance.
Right. Also, since we maxed out our character's skill tree, we learned that when you interact with Sister Ganessa with a fully upgraded character, she acts as a merchant instead of a skill trainer, and we're able to purchase a series of honestly really good items from her. Oh, but first off, before we talk any more mechanics, let's get the hell out of here. Y'all remember how to do this, right? We just make a beeline for the exit. But with how perilous this place is, it's going to be hell running back down. Okay. Just getting past all of the crossbow ninja is going to be really, really rough. Oh god. Oh, it was a ghost and we're dead. Yep. Had a feeling that was how we were going to end up. Okay. There's got to be a more intelligent way to do this. And we could always... no, I was going to say we could switch over to one of the other shells, but none of them are going to be quite fast enough. Headbanger asked, what did it say when you died? A Latin phrase translating to death is not the end. Again, oddly, like, hopeful and inspirational for Souls-like. I kind of like it.
I've kept your flesh safe.
Let's try this again. Here, the real boss is going to be the run back to Fulgrim, because the boss we ran into at the end of yesterday's stream, if you guys remember, was actually really simple. Not effortless or anything, but damn near. Took us 2 tries, I want to say? Headbanger says, yeah, a lot better than you died. I agree. I agree. Oh, okay, that's right, so we have to use the teleporter to get out of here. Wait, is that lore? I will gladly put myself at risk for lore. With each sacrament, we deepen our doubts. Refuse the comfort of conviction, brothers. Close your eyes to the seduction of reason. There is... oh, wait, we already saw this. Yeah. Never mind. Now, there should be one more god before I guess we enter an endgame. Because I'm assuming there's, like, 1 weapon per dungeon in this area. And we've already gotten 2 of the 3 non-hollowed sword, i.e. non-useful weapons. Those crossbows just deal so much damage, and it's much harder to see them now. There's our last healing shroom. Wow, did we use all those already? Okay. Okay. Now this will take us back. Has this area been reconfigured? I don't know. I don't think so. Just gotta roll like mad to get past all of the crossbow ninja. Okay, we should be nearing that elevator before too long. Oh god, think there's enough of them? Yikes. I think that other elevator might have put us out somewhere over here. Gotta run. Another bolt, sure, thank you. Okay. There's our lift. Whew. Alright, that should be the worst of it over with. Once we get to the narthex, we can probably manage the rest of this. Oh, the ghosts are out in force, though. We just need to make it to Sister Ganessa to activate the checkpoint. Here she is.
Perhaps it's time to make some new... I have no desire to...
Wait, no, we'll trade with you. By trade, I mean top off our health and revival. Okay, now we're just gonna jog over here. I wonder if there are any secret bosses in this game. There's gotta be, right? There usually are in these types. Just have no idea what we need to do to access it. Probably need to wait until the end game to determine what we definitely have or haven't done. They could lead to bonus goodies. Man, isn't it great that we got the upgrade that gives us unlimited stamina for sprinting? Okay, now we just need to make it across the narthex. Oh god, a ton of this stone, the living obsidian, has, like, fallen, I suppose, from the sky. So, the terrain has been changed. And I'll almost certainly not in our favor, I can promise you that. Okay, we got this. If we were playing as any other character, or as this character without that upgrade, this would be just a straight-up suicide run. Fortunately, as it is, we can outrun just about everyone. Okay. Might be able to... No, can't use that pathway to get around. Never mind. Well, let's see where this... Oh, we can't access that teleporter. It's being blocked off for now. Alright. Looks like we're just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh god, oh god. Well, let's buy ourselves... Oh, there's two of them. Never mind. The first dungeon, the crypt, had a world state change when we acquired the Martyr's Gland, but I don't think it changed the geography any. Instead, it just spawned way more of those little vampire creatures, the ghouls, and littered them in great numbers all the way up to the Fulgrim Tower. I don't think that's what's happening here. It just totally shook up the geography, including opening up this hall. Yeah, we couldn't access any of this before, now could we? Very interesting. Oh god, where are we going? Please tell me I'm heading in the right direction. Because this looks to be like deeper into Dimgate. Maybe not, though? Loading times tend to be a little long in Mortal Shell. It's not a huge thing, but it's just something I've noticed. Oh no, this is the way out. Okay, very good. Very good. It's not the road we initially took in, but hey, I'll take it. And we've got a chest containing, probably the instant summon item for the Hammer and Sickle? Yeah, the Sester's Binding. Well, while the Nightmare Fog is here, let's see if there's any other chests we can open. Oh, the vampires are here, too. No! Oh, we made it, though. Barely. Oh, but that thing's still alive? You kidding me? Okay. Fine. Alright, now that our sword is strong enough, though, we can probably deal with them without too much headache. Right? So, maybe these things are what all of the cultists were setting out bear traps to ensnare? Like, whenever the fog rolls in, they just take over the entire area? That seems to make sense. Not like it's done the cultists much good. Oh god. Oh god, it got me. Okay, that could have gone better. Gotta remember they're in the trees now, too. That wicked gland we've got on the hip. I wonder what kind of crazy parry power that's going to give us. Their grapple comes out really fast, so I've still got to watch it. The bear traps actually helped us for once. Thank you, bear trap. You know, this has been a really interesting game to play and to consider immediately after Hellpoint, which was a great but ultimately flawed experience. In part because Hellpoint tried to take the baseline Dark Souls formula, like, for character growth, for world building, for exploration, all of that, like basically the Dark Souls chassis, and expand on it in several novel ways, some of which succeeded, but quite a few of which ultimately didn't, I think. They just needed a bit more fleshing out. Oh god, again. Final boss is just going to be like a bear trap golem, isn't it? But it tried to take the Dark Souls baseline and build upon it without really, I think at certain points, evaluating what could and couldn't be feasible or useful for that kind of project, and a project of that scale. Whereas Mortal Shell, if you notice, is actually considerably simpler in its moment-to-moment gameplay than any of the Soulsborne games. There aren't stats we have to micromanage or invest in diligently. There's like a skill tree for each of these 4 characters, each of whom represents a really distinct playstyle, so basically you can pick your favorite, as I have, and just roll with them. Unlocking the skills as you go, no muss, no fuss. And combat itself is also a pretty simple affair, with only 4 weapons, I think 4 main weapons to be found in the game, and very straightforward linear progression for each of them, like as far as upgrades and the like go. Meaning that the game picked a handful of core mechanics for its gameplay, and just tried to really refine them to the point where, you know, like, combat feels good, it feels punchy, and sensible. And each of the characters feels distinct and well-realized and all that. Like, it took what it had and polished it to a shine, instead of trying to do 100 different things at once. Hey, glimpse of hope, there we go. That's what we need. And it serves the game well, like it took something simple and workable, and did something great with it. So fond of that grapple attack, it drives me crazy. Alright, we do have another life though, so, you know, worst comes to worst, we can always use that. Are there any more chests around here though? I tell you what, while the fog is out, we might want to run into the frog god once again. I have a feeling he probably has something more for us to do once the world state changes. We couldn't say or do anything with him as of returning the first gland. Really? Well, there we go again. At least we're getting little tiny bits of tar from them. enough of them, and it looks like they do tend to spawn around these chests. What do we have? Glimpse of affection. Okay. We will take it. Just gotta be careful when we're around any, like, covered territory. Hey! Hey, buddy, what you got for us? Still nothing... Still nothing to say to us, huh? Alright. Oh god. Let's, eat a tar spore to gain that poison immunity. None of these bats are doing anything, they're just decoration, thankfully, I mean. Okay, I guess now we just need to hoof it to Fulgrim Tower. Hey, not only did we lock its grapple, but by keeping our sword extended while we hardened, it took damage. Nice. Oh, God. Not sure how I feel about the grapple-happy enemies being like the common enemies during these world state changes. There we are. Let's not forget we can upgrade our weapon now, too. Like maximizing the potential of the great hollowed sword. We still have come a really long way from being intimidated to death by one of these guys, haven't we? Only need to pop a shroom real quick. Oh my god, there's so many around here, so many. Okay, just need to make our way to the tower, wherever it is. I was hoping one of those chests would have acid in it, you know? But no dice. Oh no, this is just going to put us out near the other hillbilly camp. I was hoping that would take us to Grisha's cave, but no dice. Okay, no worries, we got this. We got this, probably. Probably, I mean, almost definitely, sure. Cutting these guys down in part just to get ourselves an additional revive if we need it. How do you like my leap and attack? Yeah. Oh, well, there's the tower. Well, let's move. No. Lord, no. Get him. Oh no, they got me. Well, this is not the way. Not the way to the tower. This is over here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yep, this contest is officially too rich for our blood. We've got to get the hell out of here. Wait, no, we've got a chest. Never mind. Tainted nectar. Oh, god, that's crap. But we've got it, though. It's our crap. Oh god, and they're still on us. Alright, here, just take it. Take the gland.
What a relief. I feared you might never return.
Oh, yeah, give us some of that silky smooth voice acting. Oh my god, maybe he really is a Barry White knockoff.
Nectar from this sacred land holds but a fraction of its potency. How many unprepared minds have been shattered by consuming this pulp? I'm rambling. Don't mind the idle chatter of an elder. You have one final temple left to discover.
Then we're into the end game, yeah?
Hurry on and return to
I wonder,
me.
is Hattern going to be the final boss? He's the only, like, consistent antagonistic character we've had to deal with so far. So now we've got the knotted seal. Okay, when empowered by resolve, your riposte will bend time to your will. Okay, that actually sounds really nice. Now let's see, though, where we have to go to find this staff, or greatsword, or what have you. And with it, of course, the third temple. Oh, past there. Okay. And in these flashbacks, notice it's Hattern carrying the weapon to its resting place. Well, let's slap that acid on. And while we're at it, let's see what the merchant has for us. I wonder if he changes his inventory as time goes on.
Well, shall we? Surely there's something you'll fancy amongst my collection.
8K to get the tools. Jesus. But other than that and the acid, there's nothing else we really want. So let's see, how much tar do we have? Anywhere near that much? Oh no, 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 no. I don't think, anyway. Yeah, no, we don't have nearly enough tar. Which is a shame. I'm curious, while we've got it, what does this mask do? Oh, it's like a homeward bone. It takes us to Sister Ganessa. Oh no, and we didn't trigger her at the, in Fulgrim. Oh no. So this is going to bring us back to the Narthex, right? Damn it. I was not expecting that, honestly. Ah, shit. Notice the area is still dark, though. Even though, like, we delivered the gland and drove out the fog, this part of the world is still dead. So by killing these gods, we are, like, destabilizing the entire world. Oh well, not our problem. We got one more to kill. It's very evocative of Shadow of the Colossus, then. This notion that by gaining power and strengthening ourselves and our allies, we're actively destabilizing the world. Like, driving it to ruin. But we don't care. Because why would we? And again, this area was really heavily featured in promotional materials, I guess because of all the obsidian columns and structures just looking very striking. But I am quite curious to see what the third temple's going to be. I don't think we have ever gotten hit by one of the hammer-wielding priests. Not once. Oh yeah, no, this does bring us back. Nice. Well, while we're here, might as well, eh?
Perhaps it's time to mix.
She's got an ornate mask. Maybe this is an... Yeah, it's an unlimited use item. Okay. For 30 glimpses? That's fair. We honestly probably want that. Glimpse of affection. Glimpse of disdain. That'll do it.
Perhaps.
Yes, please. I did not notice we were back in the narthex that entire time. Silly me. Okay, let's try this again. This time, we're going to be running straight to the third temple, because I think I know where it is. It's right past that giant flaming effigy and the shattered gates. You know, that we saw, I think, immediately after fighting the Vampire King? Alright, let's try this again. And again, so sorry for accidentally porting us back to Dimgate. But hopefully we should be able to like, just beeline this now. He says, forgetting that he cannot navigate this world to save his life. Hello, cultist. Goodbye, cultist. Good to see that they're still getting work, though, eh? Oh my god, we're to the point now where we can kill the big ones in 2 swings? Oh, dude, that's nice. That is so nice. I will gladly take your inferior moonshine. Whoops. Oh, look at that. Man, that's gorgeous. Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh my god. No matter how good we get, they could still take us down in 1 or 2 hits. If we're careless. Try that again. Much better. Thankfully, their projectiles don't deal much damage at all. Be nasty if they were like Dark Souls archers, which could just absolutely ventilate you. Tar Spore, thank you. Now, being mindful of bear traps, meaning walking directly into bear traps, we're going to try and sneak our way into the camp here. Because right on the other side of that tunnel, you know, right over there, is a shortcut to Grisha's cave. And with it, Fallgrim Tower. And despite what I said earlier, I think I actually am going to try and reawaken Sister Ganessa there, so that if worse comes to worst, which, you know, it usually does, we can have a somewhat quicker point of access for this next area of the game. I saw that, maybe a week and a half ago, the Democracy put out, a boss ranking and analysis video for Mortal Shell, which, oh yeah, there we go. I'm really interested in checking out. I've been avoiding it, just like I've been avoiding any information about this game, so that we could play through it and react to it together here on stream. But, man, his stuff is really good, especially those, analysis videos. If you want to see, like, top-notch, like, dissection of boss and encounter design, definitely go check out Democracy. But I'm going to be checking that out just as soon as we get through here. And it'll also help me find out if we've missed anyone. There we go. Now, we just have to find that effigy. It was past one of the inscription stones, I think. long as they don't have any help, the big guys are just nothing now. Remember when they needed over 2 full combos to take down? Ah, those were the days. More rats? Sure. I mean, recovery items are going to be kind of important as we carry on, no doubt, since our character is, even fully upgraded, still super frail. Rotten food. I am really curious as to what that does. Probably damages us until... Oh, it's right past here. That's right. Damages us until we max out familiarity, and then might give us some kind of little benefit, or not. Yeah, there's the chest with our weapon, probably. Or our weapon summon item. Well, Cap, yes please. Now, do these guys have special outfits or helmets like the ones near the Obsidian Plains? Yep, there's the effigy right over there. We are in the right place, y'all. That's a first. Ooh, pretty easy to stagger him now, too. And look at us just throwing poison around like we actually know what we're doing. Oh, that feels great. It's like when you finally get a character's moveset or dodge timings down in a character action game like Bayonetta or DMC, you know? So hard to learn, but man is it worth it, that payoff. Alright, give us what you got. I say that as if I'd ever mastered Bayonetta. I have not. I am terrible at that game, but I love it. It's a phenomenally well-designed and gorgeous-looking game with some really creative enemy and boss design. Alright. So our third temple is past these gates. That's right, we've never been through here before. Oh, we do have unique-looking cultists. No, sorry, we don't. These guys showed up in the narthex. But we do have, God, just a ton of chests here. Like, a ton. We're gonna be rolling in it by the time we get the gland and get back. So this might be a forest area we're heading into? Nice try. Yeah, what do you guys think we're in for here? I want to say, like, forest, or maybe abandoned mansion or something? Something distinct from the first two. Oh wait, no, there is a temple here. It's like an ancient stone structure. Ooh. Probably a more traditional temple than the catacombs and whatever the hell Dimgate was. I have this sinking feeling that maybe we were supposed to head here first, given how much, like, treasure there was outside, and the fact that it was probably the closest to the hub out of the three. So first things first, we're going to have to wake up Sister Ganessa and spar with Hattern for our third and final additional weapon.
You've kept me waiting, foundling. Do not worry. 'Tis only a jest. This path ahead is littered with monuments to suffering. Thought I might lighten the mood.
Hey Val, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today, man.
Humor.
It's a rest in peace PC release date for this game. Yeah, it's gonna take some time.
Of ashes.
It is gonna take some time.
He laughed all the time. Now I'm rambling like an old crone. You're here for another sip, aren't you?
No, ma'am. We got all the skills we need. Val says, maybe I can finally hear the guy I'm supposed to mimic to narrate your stream with if we make it through the entire dungeon, the temple grounds, and get back to the hub in time, certainly. Okay, now, we are actually going to commune with the sister briefly, so we can just top off our health, because it is Hattern duel time for this, this mace. If it's anything like the last couple, it's going to take us a couple tries, but I really do love these duel fights. Oh, a spider this time. I don't think that one showed up, the first couple of times we tried reading and met with fatal results. So I'm hoping the mace is going to be a little bit slower than the hammer and chisel. Yep, here we go. Oh, it looks so cool. Love the lighting effect. Well, at least the hallowed sword deals Boku damage. Oh god, look at that damage. Yeah, baby. We can make this work. Here, how do you like a spike? Yeah! Ooh. Oh, but he can give just as good as he gets. Okay. So this, even more than the Martyr's Blade, is like a crowd control weapon in every sense of the word. Gotta get back to our shell. Gotta get back to our shell. Okay. Ah, he like threw embers in the air, so I'm guessing that's like a brazier at the end of the mace. It's got some reach on it. Okay, come on. We may or may not get it this try, but at any rate, I am super proud of this, this run, regardless. Yep. It's interesting fighting an opponent who can harden just like we can. Oh, so close. Last hit. Val says, wow, that's basically what it's like trying to read with dyslexia. Oh, man. And reminds me of that one mace from Souls 3 that the gargoyles use. Yeah. The Profane Flame Hammer. Which is a really good weapon for what it is. The spear as well. And yeah, he does have a really solid reach advantage, but, that was not bad. That was not bad at all. There's been 3 of these fights so far, and I think this will be the last one for now. And this is far, far from the hardest. One of our shells is so durable that they could probably trivialize this, but I don't really like tanky characters, so we're doing this the nimble way. Oh, Jesus Christ! The hell was that? Killed me in a single... No, they didn't. Never mind. Didn't do anything, actually. We've still got our revive. I have no idea what that was. Pardon me, eelfish. Okay, so the recovery from the diagonal cleave is actually really, really long. Alright, just kite us a couple more of those and we will be home free. Let's go pick up the old shell while we're here, if we can. Come on, cleave, cleave. That's it. Okay, just don't get greedy and we can have this. There it is. There we are. Val says, Brady doesn't like heavy tanky characters? No way. I know, you'd never be able to tell elsewise. To be fair, the like really heavy tank character in this game, which has next to no stamina, is really good. Like if you upgrade him, he gets bonuses to combat against single enemies, like when there's not more than I think one enemy in a certain radius of your character. He's able to, I'm fairly certain, gain significant damage bonuses for every enemy he kills consecutively in a short span of time. He's like a monster, but he can't get out more than a couple of attacks in a row. That's kind of the trade-off. So I do appreciate this game for making every single playable build seem really viable. I guess that's kind of the benefit of only having 4 of them and developing them really intentionally. Smoldering Mace, here it is. Well, it doesn't take up a huge amount of stamina, but God almighty, that... Val asks, so it's a Berserker class with minimal stamina. Yeah, phenomenal defense and health and damage, but very little stamina, yes. So we need to find coals, basically, to upgrade the mace. I'm perfectly happy with the Hallowed Sword. It is A-okay in my book. Alright, so Temple Grounds, what do we got? Oh, more of the cultists. Nice actually seeing you guys near the entrance of an area for once. Maybe this is intended to be the first area we access, and I just did them ridiculously out of the intended order. Oh, Effigy of Teal. Oh, yeah. Because he was an assassin allied with, I'm pretty sure, this religious order at first. So it makes sense that, we would find his statues around here. Got like a crusader? What you got for us? Oh, well that shield ain't doing you a lot of favors there, buddy. Oh god. He got back up. Okay, so the big guy is actually no joke. And is extremely slow to attack. Little guy, though, no problem. Yeah, I'm hoping this might actually be something of a victory lap for us after all we've done. I mean, it probably won't be, but fella can hope, right? Okay, so there's the bridge with all the torches indicating which way to go, so we're gonna go the other way. Oh god. What is this? Make an offering? The stone. Great, we got one of the stones and a glimpse of affection. Oh, God. Oh, more of you assholes, really? I swear, you can't disturb the dead a single time in this game without them trying to roast you alive or freeze you solid or what have you. Just incredibly rude. Incredibly rude. Okay. We did get one of the upgrade items for the mace, which is cool. That'll give us its standard special ability. Probably, like, giving it a flame buff for a certain amount of time. Oh, hello. Well, Sister Ganessa did mention something about the Sacrament of Ashes being invoked here, so makes sense that this is where all the flame enemies are. Val says, in the third swing of a combo, your character half-sword grips his weapon and smacks people with the crossguard. That's so rad. It is, yeah. That's if we go light, heavy. And it's my favorite move in the entire game, just for looks alone. It's incredible. According to Nugget, it's called Mordhau, as in, like, the game. That particular technique. Which is cool. I had no idea. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Just because they're weak, or frail, I should say, doesn't mean we should underestimate them. There we go! Sent that little truncheon flying. Okay, these are... Val says it's the end him rightly swing. Aye. Stricken with all the ills that consumed his kin, Imrod, last of the indecipherable, dragged himself before the immolation. He witnessed, as you will one day, the consecrated, living flame, always becoming, always feeding, as its form flakes away in torrents of ash. So Imrod's going to be our boss here then, I would assume. Oh, sick. Is it just me, or does it feel like this place has a little bit more personality than the last, or the first two temples? The Monument of Ash. Yeah, this place is really cool. It's got this sort of surreal, hazy, kind of like a dark fantasy dungeon from a dream. That's kind of the ambiance I'm getting here. Oh, so your shield actually does do something. And that something is apparently break. You know, I bet they gave us the mace here because there's so many of these, like, weak enemies in large groups. Val says the more common German phrase for that kind of swing is the Mordschlag, or murder stroke. I see. I had no idea this was, like, a common technique. But still, that's really rad. Okay. I see you. And I'm sure there's another one behind me, yep. Mortal token, nice. Lots of mortal tokens, Jesus. Like when you open the doors, you activate these, like, ashen runes. Dude, that's sick. Come on. Good. Door locked. Okay. Val says Mordstrich is another one, meaning murder stroke. Yeah, no, I think Nugget gave us a ton of information about that when last they were here. Oh man, we do feel powerful now. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. Okay, now, two of these at once. This could be tricky. Whew. Jesus. That was close. Val says, wait, murder blow is Mordschlag. Okay. Let's open the Iron Maiden and get some acid. Hell yeah. So this entire temple was dedicated to, like, mortification of the flesh, which checks out with everything we know about this religious order. And it doesn't exactly seem to be in a state of ruin or anything. They're just, really fond of the, I guess, rustic aesthetic. And the rusted aesthetic. Another bell? Bell says it's an embalming temple, I guess. No, these guys, are obsessed with, like, self-mutilation and, like, ritual mortification. Like the god here, as we saw in that inscription near the entrance, Dark Souls style, offered himself up to the flame to, like, transcend his humanity. Oh my god. What is that? Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, y'all got fire demons? Why don't I get a fire demon? I would love to have one of those back at the tower. Come on then. Slowly. Val says a coal eater? I guess so. I've not seen anything like that anywhere else in the game. I'm more concerned with that gigantic statue or effigy behind him. Oh, it still deals damage to us anyway. Oh, it's really frail, though. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I have a feeling this was probably the first dungeon we were supposed to enter, not the last one. Hey, it's a-okay by me, though. Oh, look at him. Man, that's... He was human. He wasn't a demon or anything. He just tossed himself into a brazier and decided, yeah, that's life now. Well, so far the trickiest boss was the ice boss, so I'm hoping that the fire boss will be kind of simple. Val says he enjoyed getting boiled alive, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I suppose. I really dig these guys, from the little, like, ashen effect they have, emanating from their armor, to sort of the drama masks they're wearing. They've got a really cool aesthetic, and my god, it looks like they're using a version of the Mordal themselves. Well, no, not exactly, but they are gripping their swords by the blade. Seriously, those are so cool. Man, I mean, good job us for getting, like, the best dungeon last, going out on a strong note. This is so much better than Dimgate. I kind of liked the Martyr's Catacombs, but hated... Yeah, let's use that kick. That's the way. Hated Dimgate, actually. Really cool area aesthetically, but it went on for so long without a boss or anything else to break it up. What's in this Iron Maiden? Glimpse of Wisdom. Nice, thank you. Oh, is this the other side of that locked door we saw earlier? Shortcut. Hello, Coal Eater. Lots of these mortal tokens. Ooh, what's in the box? Bell says, yeah, not so much the blade looks like the Ricasso to me. Unsharpened middle part, normally found on Schweihanders or Flamberges. Okay. I mean, probably, yeah, it didn't seem like they were going too far beyond the crossguard. Though they were gripping it in different places as they, like, continued that crazy swinging combo. There we go. Yep. That's a shortcut, alright. Getting plenty of glimpses from these fellas. Now what we got over here? Oh, more of the knights. Good. Good. Kind of curious. Everybody else here has these really clearly ominous, like, fantasy cult-like aesthetics. And then here we've just got, you know, pretty standard fantasy knights. Like, they wouldn't be out of place in Bretonia from the Warhammer setting. I really like them, though. Val says their swords did look more in the style of Zweihander. I love how they're actually using their shields. Yeah, no, they are. There are these other enemies in the first dungeon we visited that fight with flails and shields. They like, incorporate a lot of shield bashes and swings into their moveset. But if we harden at just the right time during one of their shield attacks, they will, like, splinter their shield against our skin and become, well, effectively a non-entity. Like, then you can just clean up. Oh, there's just so much to explore. I know there's more in the other gallery, but I kind of want to see what's in this one. Yeah, that's where our other upgrade item's going to be, in the sarcophagus, probably. There we are. Seriously, these guys look so cool. Totally free of skin. They're like just animate skeletons, basically. Which is nice. Okay, we're going to make an offering, then we're going to get right the hell on out of here. Oh god, there's a third one. Okay. Stop that. As long as we don't let him use a magic attack, we should be fine. Val says using literal skulls as helmets. No, I think that's just them. Their corpses vanish not long after we defeat them, but it looked like they had some kind of headgear, like a circlet, a cast iron circlet, holding the skull in place, like holding them together. Yeah, no, something is terribly wrong with this place. Duh. Val says, oh shit, they teleport if you get too far. They do, and we found two other variants in the game that have these really nasty short-range AoE attacks that, like, cause the ground to erupt maybe 7 or so feet in front of them, and that will absolutely ruin your day. Locked, I'm guessing? Okay, another shortcut, I don't mind. Man, how is the design here so much better than in the last dungeon? And more acid? Yes, thank you. I will gladly take that acid. Is something I never thought I would say. But here we are. Let's get just a little bit deeper in. It looks like now we just have to go through the ritual courtyard. Oh. Another healing item. Glad to take it. Val says, just don't trip on it or drop it. Yeah. It's... The acid in this game is pretty good, gotta say. One. Oh, just one? That's all you got, man? So, I don't know if you guys are keeping up to date with, Cyberpunk news. I know that most folks in our community are really excited about the game, and I am too. I've been trying to largely stay, in a state of media blackout regarding the game, but I did catch a headline the other day that said, get this, they've shortened the length of the main campaign relative to, say, Witcher 3, which had a really wonderful and extensive main adventure, because apparently people were complaining or, like, giving feedback that it just took too long to finish, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, because, the amount of really quality, diverse content present in just the main campaign of Witcher 3 so far eclipses anything else I've played in in that space, that kind of genre in this console generation, that it's kind of a moot point to me. And lots of folks didn't finish the campaign because there was so much quality side content that they just got so wrapped up in. For the longest time, I was one of those people. I did not finish the main campaign of Witcher 3 until, I want to say, last year. But it's because I enjoyed so much what I had to do outside of that. If you look at, say, an Assassin's Creed game, well, there's not a whole lot of reason to do 90% of the side content, so of course you're probably going to finish that main campaign. It's about having... It's a good problem to have when there's so much quality content in a game that you just don't even know what to do with your time. I really appreciate that. But it does sound like, even though the idea of a shorter campaign gives me pause, Cyberpunk is not going to be a shorter game than Witcher, not at all. In fact, it's going to be bigger. There's just going to be way more side content that you can choose to engage with or not. And yeah, that's fine. Val says, I say it's for the better. It's like a scale. You have to balance your enjoyment of the game with the amount of content. If you get bored before you can finish it, it's not worth finishing. I agree. No, totally. But it sounds like what a lot of folks don't understand about, like, people's experience with Witcher 3 is there was just so much good stuff that they did enjoy doing, like a lot of the side content being really high quality, that they just kind of got wrapped up in it and never got around to finishing the main campaign because they were having fun doing all the other stuff. Like a lot of people's experience with Skyrim, or Oblivion, for instance. And I don't think that speaks poorly to the quality or the content of the campaign. It just really speaks to the extreme quality of the other stuff. Why must great Indecipherable die, while beggars and bandits and Indecipherable flourish? The body is little more than kindling that our spirits burn through. Inflame your passions and forget your reluctance for ambition, for sacrifice. No more coddling the infirm, no more sheltering the ill. Indecipherable the weak, purify the flesh, leave nothing but ashes. So, great, they're a social Darwinist mortification of the flesh cult. That's awesome. Oh dear, look at you. Val says, I haven't finished the main storyline, I'm still working my way through it. Yeah, there's so much to it, and all really good stuff. Are you a boss, or mini-boss? Nope. Oh, wait. We fought something like you at Dimsgate, except, with a slightly different moveset, admittedly. Yeah, you look like you might be slightly more problematic. Let's try a kick. Yeah, baby. God, this guy's a lot tougher than literally everything else here. That's probably because he's like a literal demon. Just guessing. Val says, survival of the fittest, where we make ourselves the fittest through torture. Yeah, that seems to be the idea. I don't know what the purpose of the, like, hanging, burning logs is, but, I mean, hey, they look cool. And Val says, yeah, he did look like he was guarding a door of some sort. And, oh, it's gone. But if you notice when we first walked over here, oh, they're extinguished, I should say. He was standing in like a ritual circle of candles, so I'm guessing he was summoned here? He wasn't human, or human adjacent, clearly. Oh, Val says, I think they're cages. Let me see. No, they're, like, clearly wooden, but I see what you mean. There's, like, little, barred-up windows there, so they're, like, giant wooden middens of some sort. Or, no, sorry, like a wooden gibbet, I should say. That is sick. Good eye, good eye. And that'll give us our second shortcut, very nice. They try so hard. This'll be where our next upgrade item is, yeah? Alright, kids, give us your worst. Just let our poison do its thing. There we are. It also says, so my guess is that they sacrificed each of the cages, sacrificed someone in each of the cages, each in a star pattern to summon a demon. Maybe. We've seen those cages all around the exterior, so I think something deeper is going on here, and it's probably going to involve the god, present here. Oh. You aren't a ghost. Well, you're not one of the ghosts we're used to dealing with. Got a little reckless there, but we're still doing fine. Val says there's a cage lined up in a circle, seemingly lined up with the candles on the ground. Yeah, that... You could be onto something. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of those guys the deeper in we go. I mean, Mortal Shell isn't exactly the kind of game to waste its enemy design, shall we say. We will be seeing a lot of them, unfortunately. Nice. We've got both of the embers now if we want to further improve our tour. Alright, Val, no problem. Sanctum of Flame. Well, that's where our god would be. So, we're gonna hold off on that for a minute and see what else we've got. Because I'm not super keen on the idea of getting burned alive right now. Guys, this area is just head and shoulders above the last one. And it's even better than the Martyr's Catacombs, which I thought was a really cool, if not maybe visually striking dungeon. Like mechanically, its design was really good. Overall, this game's design is phenomenal, as I've said many times. Oh, it's another sarcophagus. And Sister Ganessa. What does she have to say?
Frowning. Curious how even a creature like yourself must endure the indignities of the flesh.
Sister, I'm skeleton.
Chambers. These disciples are a gruesome sort, but you must admire their conviction. Did you know that beneath their hoods and veils, there's nothing much at all? Just scraped bone and tattered sinew, packed with the sacred ashes.
Right, no, so that's why,
a certain allure.
the knights, the more powerful enemies, appear to be just animate skeletons,
not far from vanity.
constantly emitting
Now
this,
let us say
like,
to you first,
cloud of ash.
unless you're also foregoing your primordial desires.
Should we trade? Do we want anything she's offering? Nope. Just, the checkpoint. That's all we need. These are casks of probably burning oil. Don't want to mess with those. Give me just a minute to take a drink, and we will head on into the Sanctum of Flame. Really excited to see what this guy's going to be all about. Oh, and the demon doesn't respawn. That is great, actually. It's going to make my job a whole hell of a lot easier. Oh. Well, Cap, thank you. Curious to see what the end game's going to be like, too. Are we going to have, like, one or two, like, sort of ultimate dungeons that put us to the test, or is it going to be, like, just a series of final battles? I would be A-okay with either. He clocked us, but we got him. Nice try. And while over here, since we don't have a whole lot of resolve, we'll go ahead and just eat a roasted rat to top off that health. Nice, nice. God, look at this place. Now, we've seen effigies like that hanging from the ceiling all around the place, usually like made out of like what look like cheap iron or stone or what have you, but this one, dripping lava, appears to be the real deal, like an actual object of veneration for these folks. So we probably want to be careful. Oh god, it's another one of the demons. They've got a lot of health, don't they? So our boss is almost certainly going to be some kind of super demon, yeah? Hey, got him with the poison. Very nice. So those fights are always going to be panicky, but we can manage. Not a fantastic fire or lava effect, but I'd say it's about on par with or slightly better than the Nintendo 64-ass dragon from Dark Souls 1. Now down here it looks like all of the magma's just seeping through to this bottom level. You were damned at birth, promised death. This is the frailty of our flesh, but it's a falsehood. The gift of immortality lies within reach, but you must be willing to take indecipherable. By force if you must. Even if you suffer without end. There is no indecipherable without sacrifice, but there's ecstasy in agony. Okay, so they are a sadomasochistic cult revering mortification of the flesh. Okie dokie. Ah, that's their special spell ability. The flame. Okay. Well, you tried. Sounds like there's probably 3 of them. I think I heard one behind me over here. Or, no? No, we might be good. We might be good. Is there anything else down here in this Undercroft? Well, nothing we can access. It's impressive that this whole area is kind of hauntingly beautiful instead of evocative of the more nightmarish, hellish tropes associated with, like, flame cults and the like in a lot of video games and other media. Oh, and we're at the boss fight already, are we? Okay. I don't really see what they are or could be. Maybe they are just tied to that thing, then. I mean, I can't see anywhere else it could possibly be. You got all of these stakes, or effigies pounded into the ground. Okay, Ganessa, what do we have?
Can I tell you a secret, family?
Please do.
The body is a tainted vessel fraught with impurities. I do not miss it. Well, perhaps I do miss 1 or 2 pleasures of the flesh. I once thought we were alike. These disciples and I. Wayward soul. Consecrated by ragged edge and raging flames. They seek only to be one with their emoliating God. I pray that you do not find yourself upon the pyre.
Right, so... Oh, jeez. Excuse me, let's give it our all. Flame on, y'all. Time to see what the flame gods got for us. Well, looks like it's not a trap like Crucix's was. How is the best dungeon in the game, also easily the shortest, too. Like, what the hell? Dimgate took forever. And despite looking gorgeous, it was kind of boring. Oh my god. Okay. You're like a heavy metal version of the Red Knight from Dark Souls 3. Imrod the Unrepentant. Phase 1. Okay. So, fortunately, the old sword's really doing wonders against this guy. Okay, we can breathe fire. Gotcha. I like the arena. But wait a minute, ain't you all about, like, giving up one's body and one's weakness? You seem very fleshy, my friend. Somebody not practicing what they preach. Say it ain't so. Ooh, didn't have my hardening. Whoopsie. Phase 1 ain't bad at all. Oh, gotta admire those jiggle physics on the gut. Phase 2? Yep, oh, we knocked his helmet off. And now he's dealing some crazy damage. Or his flames are, at least. One, two. Fortunately, we're still dealing solid damage, too. Okay, we want to stay away from it while it's casting flame, of course. How do you like a spike? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be proud of this run no matter how we do, because we are handling this pretty well. Yeah, you guys, I think I may have done these bosses in entirely the wrong order. Well, obviously there's not a, like, concrete set order in this type of game. But shall we say I've gone completely against the intended order. This guy seems like the first major boss. And the martyr seemed honestly more like the third, the one we should fight last. Oh god, what's he doing? Okay. That's a hell of a way to treat your worshippers, isn't it? Loves doing that little charging swing. I think Teal is definitely the character for this guy. Nice and fast. Oh dear. Kick, hold on. No dice. Shroom. Shroom for safety. Got it! Hey Val, welcome back. We took down the flame gut. Or so I thought. He's still going. Oh, thank you God. Okay. Okay, I was about to say, don't tell me this one has a third one. So we got the Glimpse of Annihilation. And yeah, that wasn't a bad fight. First try. I get the feeling, based on the difficulty of the enemies and the length and the boss fight, that this was intended to be our first major boss, not our third. I think I've gone in exactly the wrong order. But as you can see now, this large, effigy has been lowered from the ceiling, and inside is what remains of Imrod. And now we just need to extract our gland from him, and we will be good to go. The hell right out of here. The inflamed gland. Okay, let's go check with Sister Ganessa. I am terrified to think what is going to happen to this place under the effects of
is nothing short of miraculous.
The end of the world.
That sacred gland in your hands holds the purest sacrament.
His attacks were very clearly telegraphed, not terribly numerous, and while he had a solid amount of health,
and yet,
it didn't seem like it was exorbitantly challenging. It was a really solid fight. I liked it. I liked the design. I liked
such a rare gift
the lore surrounding this one. Yeah, that was a solid fight.
And keep it close.
The Martyr might still be my favorite. Well, kinda, sorta. If she didn't have those thrusts in the second phase, she would easily be my favorite boss in the game so far. But I think she's still got it by a head. Our hardening didn't really help us there either, because he could just kind of power through it. Man, good thing we opened all those shortcuts, huh? Because now things are going to go crazy around here. The entire cult is going to want our head. And when we get back to Fulgrim, the vampires are going to be out again. Oh joy. Oh, good news though, Val. You'll get to hear the character you're wanting to see. Provided I can make it back in time. Which I should be able to. Another demon? I could fight you, but you know what? No. No, I'm good. Glimpse of futility? Yeah, sure. Yes, Val, the character I want you to want to see. Very true. And look at that, we are almost home free already. Now that's how you do a run. And they sure set up those ritual circles fast, didn't they?
Perhaps it's time to make...
Hello, Sister Ganessa. Thank you for saving our bacon. Oh, we can upgrade our seal again? Didn't notice that. We'll need to find that molten spike at some point. Oh, real quick, hold up. Let's see what lore we have connected to this gland. The inflamed gland. An engorged muscular lump radiating heat. This lump of flesh pulses with a warm, wet heat like an exhaled breath. Ew. The gland's presence consumes the senses. One's head begins to ache with a feverish intensity the longer it's held. So maybe this will boost our attack power after a successful riposte. Real quick, just gonna upgrade the Smoldering Mace. Might as well. So the Foundry Stone gives us, Yeah, like an upgraded version of the Cleave. Alright. By the way, silly me, I've totally missed the lore for the first one. So for the Awakened Stone, given the line work, this stone would surely fit the Smoldering Mace. The metallurgist's ambitions could not be sated by forging mundane wonders. Oxymoron. They sought to imprison the gods within their weapons. They crafted divine coals from the unfortunate souls who dared to claim they were immortal. And in the perfume censer, an incense holder that connects to the hammer and chisel. The sweet smell wafting from this censer hides a poisonous reaction within. The brothers use these burnt offerings to confuse and confound their senses. In a state of rapturous delirium, they behold obscene truths and righteous falsehoods. Nice, I suppose. Alright, what do we have? Oh, now that's sick. Like a massive flame AoE. If I was into this kind of weapon, it'd be great, but I'm actually really digging the Hallowed Sword now that we've upgraded it all the way. Val says the sword is a champ. It is. We've fully upgraded its damage potential, and it's quite honestly insane. Like those big redneck cultists with the metal bird masks and the halberds you can find around the starting area, we can cut them down in like 3 hits now. When originally they took over 2 full combos. Okay, it's time to hoof it because it's vampire season once again. The Disciples' Rag, that's what we can use to summon, there we go. To summon, the mace at any time for so time. We're not. Untarnished Mask, Effigy of Haros, the Vassal. Worst. One of them would have hit me with his grapple attack had he not knocked another one out of the way. Moonshine in the cage? Oh, tar. Well, why on earth would you put tar in the moonshine cage? Always keep your moonshine safe and sound in a cage. It's the most southern thing I think I've ever said. Oh, the Mordal is also the 3rd strike of just a regular heavy attack combo as well. Okay, there's a couple ways we could do this. I prefer the way that doesn't involve us dying horribly. But, you know, that's just me. Again? Christ. Oh, auto mod. Held that message. Okay. I got you though, Val. I got you. This should take us to Grisha's boss room, maybe? No, but closer to the tower at any rate, right? Oh no, this is Grisha's boss room. I think. Is the chest here? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're home free then. Time to meet the prisoner. Let's wake up Sister Ganessa.
Perhaps it's time
Oh,
to
I've
make
noticed the bear
some
trap is
new
gone now. It was just there all of
I'm not ready.
once. Well, actually, while we're at it, let's finally buy those tools from the merchant. Since we can now. Yes, give me all of the tar. Thal says, like, I could do G-Man from Half-Life fairly well, and he's got such a weird speech cadence that it makes it difficult. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's he's got a very strange manner of speech. Like, the tone and the like doesn't sound like it would be that difficult, but you're right, the cadence would be. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No. Well, that is the weirdest fall damage death, and the slowest I've ever seen. No big deal, though. We should be able to get back in pretty easily. Oh, wait. We got a chest. Big old bag of tar. Alright. I'll take it. Don't know that I'll use it, but I'll take it. Val says you just got vectored off the tower. Yeah, no, man, it's been a while since I've seen something like that in the game. No! No! Gotta get around the tower. This is what happens when the fog is in town. We,
Very well.
Yes, please sell me things.
It's time.
Okay. Now that we're safe, we can very slowly make our way back up to the merchant. And finally get, like, our one ranged weapon. You know, at the tail end of the game. Because as it happens, it's very, very expensive.
Joe, I'll gladly accept any tar as payment.
Is he selling, yeah, Haros effigies? Why ever would we want to play as Haros when there's other more specialized characters for any build you'd want? Oh well, nice to have, I suppose. Val asks, is that the voice? Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, we got a Ballistazooka, finally. Left broken in the tower, this weighty box is capable of firing a devastating bolt at high velocity. So we don't have many bolts. We want to use it kind of carefully, but oh my god. It's a ballista that operates like a rocket launcher. I love it. Here he is. This is the voice, man.
Who would have thought one so naive could endure such hardship to deliver this final plan?
That is one of the greatest voices I've heard in a video game in ages.
And not those who are worshipped. Hand it over and claim the honor to witness what's true.
Oh. Oh, hold up. Hold up. This is going to decide on our ending. I need to look this up real quick to make sure we don't do something we don't want to. Okay. Right. Hold up. Hold up. We're getting there. Making sure we don't do something horribly, horribly wrong. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, apparently we are now in the end game. Oh, I see. I see, okay. So now I just need to make sure I'm not missing anything else before we do, like, the end game stuff. And no, we've got it all, actually. We have done damn near everything. Okay. So this is just like, do you want to go into the end game, do you not? Yeah, let's do it. Let's take him on.
Thank you. Ah, yes. I feel my wings unfolding, body burgeoning, eyes opening as if for the first time. I see now your malform. misguided, an empty shell. Nothing but flesh and instinct without purpose.
Apparently there's like a random cultist side quest we could have done to get like a jokey, like little bonus ending, but
until your senses
this is it. This is the end as far as bosses and cool stuff goes. Bell says one could say a mortal shell.
For more.
Yes, indeed.
I shall give you a chance at redemption to know the truth, if even for just a fleeting instant as you bask in my grandeur. Come forth and bear witness to my ascension. It's time.
Do we get the bonus
I must spread
power
my
from the
wings.
gland, buddy? Please? That ain't daunting at all now, is it? Let's go talk to Sister Ganessa one last time. Before we fight our final boss, which is apparently called the Unchained, or the Dark Father. I'm actually really looking forward to this. It's a short experience overall, and like I do wish there was more in the way of unique environments and bosses. But what we do have is really high quality, and I would love to see the team return to this kind of concept later on and expand upon it considerably. Val says, huh, I wonder who that could be. Yeah, it's weird that we're fighting him for no reason, effectively, after working alongside him to free him from the cult throughout the entire game, but now that I think about it, Hellpoint's final boss worked exactly the same way with the Prodigal. Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, folks, this is gonna be nasty. Just fair warning. I have a feeling this is gonna be real rough. But who knows, maybe our sword will carry the day. Fairly certain he's gonna have two forms as well, or two phases, like most of the major bosses. I'm guessing one is the Unchained and one is Dark Father. Alright, into the hole. Oh boy. That is not what I was expecting. Oh no, wait, there he is. So he is avian, at least.
It's all wrong. The visions have dissolved into darkness. There is no ascension. Only an
Oh my
endless
gosh,
abyss,
he's like a titanic Corvian.
and deeper as I stretch my wings uselessly. I fall
Val says, or maybe bat-like? Yeah,
of shadow.
maybe.
I remember warmth and light, but even that is fading.
I mean, he looks like the Corvians from the Ashes of Ariandel DLC in Dark Souls 3.
Are you not meant for this blighted place after all? But why should you get to escape while the rest of us?
Oh, so he's just going to attack us out of spite, then.
It's senseless, this injustice. If I can't ascend, neither will you.
And he's like speaking out of that maw in his neck. That is, oh, that is so sick. I like the design. This is, Val says, yeah, he's basically a giant featherless crow. I love the design. Yeah, this is final boss material. Oh man. We've got our work cut out, don't we? Jeez. Okay, let's try. Ooh. Oh, that health. Ooh. Yikes. Oh. Dodging this thing is gonna be hell. Largely because a bunch of its attacks seem kind of nondescript. Nice try. Hey, that's a punishable attack though, isn't it? Okay, so the waves are just pushing us, they're not actually harming us. That's good. And keep in mind, this is how much damage we're dealing compared to, like, all the other bosses we've seen, where, even though they were, like, pretty tough, we could just absolutely shred their HP. This is like a legitimate god, not just, like, something that's ascended. Uh-oh. He's calling in other shells? Oh, that's nasty. An army of them. Well, that's a way to make up for not being the most agile combatant, isn't it? Let's see what he thinks of the old Tribalista. No, not Tribalista. This is, that was a thing from Dark Souls, I want to say. It clipped him. Here, have a spike. Oh, damn you. What on earth? What was that? I am terrified to think that this thing has a final phase, or an additional form, I should say. Just because of how long this is going to take. Just wait for the cleave, and punish. Right like that. I mean, give him credit, he is trying his level best to fly. He's not quite getting it. Yeah, so he himself is actually not the most impressive fighter. He's just got a whole lot of tricks. Like, God almighty, a whole lot. Ooh. Our hardening took just a little bit too long to restore. There we go. Oh, and he technically hit us, too, thanks to the tidal wave. Damn it. And technically we can parry any of these attacks, I'm just terrified to try. Oh, here come the shells again. Oh, no! Think he's got enough health? And sorry if I'm just a little bit behind on chat. I promise I'll get caught up after this doubtless imperfect run is over. Okay. What you got? Oh, okay. Oh my god! Oh, he got his beak stuck, did he? Never seen that happen before. Oh, but there it is. Yep, he's way more aggressive now. Like, personally, I mean. Which is a-okay by me, because it allows us to get some punishment in. And now this again. What? Okay. Is he going to try to consume them, or what? Yep, it's healing him. God almighty. Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. This is a really cool fight. Tricky, but cool. Emerald Star Guardian asks, what is this creature? I don't know if you saw, like, a whole lot of our earlier Mortal Shell streams, but this thing is the Chained Prisoner, the guy with the incredible voice that was helping us extract powers from the bosses. It's trying to kill us now out of spite, just because apparently we can achieve true immortality and it can't. That's kind of the gist of this, as I understand it. God. Okay, so the waves can hurt us in select circumstances. We can punish that. We can punish that heavily. Oh my god, what could the second phase here possibly be? Let's hope and pray there isn't one, yeah? Let's also hope it doesn't go for the whirlpool again. Now that I've said that, here comes the whirlpool. There we are. Okay, so the tidal waves definitely do hurt. A lot, apparently. Let's get our recovery back. There we go. Goodbye. Alright, kids. It's bye-bye Birdie. Oh, what, you're calling for help? Too damn late for that. You're done! Whew. Oh, the Glandfather. That is brilliant.
Now to witness your ascension, or will you shepherd me across the threshold? I see nothing now, nothing at all.
Whew. So we have a choice? Hold on. Val says, wow, what a pun. Oh, and by the way, sorry, I totally missed it, but Emerald Star Guardian, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day so far. I am, because I think we may have just beaten the game. Okay. One minute. Okay, going to double check and make sure I've not done or missed anything critical. Okay. Yeah, so there's like apparently a secret ending scene you can get if you befriend like this comic relief cultist and complete a little quest line involving getting him moonshine, but I think this is it. I think we're done. Well, sorry, old friend. Kind of hate that we have to do this, but we're kind of without a choice now, aren't we? Wait. I see something over here. Oh, just a couple glimpses, I guess, from his soldiers. Nothing more we can do, right? Well, time to ascend. Upon extracting Darkfather's gland, you're given the choice to ascend. Ascension ends your time in the mortal realm. You will ascend and begin again in Fulgrim in New Game Plus mode. Should you choose not to ascend, your save data will remain intact and you'll be returned to Fulgrim. Oh dear. Why do I not know what to do? Sorry, just one more time. One more time I'm going to double check something. Because I would hate to miss, like, oh, the coolest fight in the game or something. Just because, we were a little hasty. Did we get all the bosses? That's the most important thing. And the answer would appear to be yes. I think so. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we're ready to ascend. Take me to New Game Plus. We've crossed the threshold. And we're gonna spike it like we just scored a touchdown, and from him we finally receive the powers and the mantle of godhood. And by godhood, I mean the opportunity to do this all again, but have it be much harder. Let's go! Oh, we don't need no damn shell anymore. Let's do it. Twist. We actually become that terrible Nemundus fight, or boss from Hellpoint. Okay. That was Mortal Shell. Wow. So, concluding thoughts, I suppose. I really like this game. It is made by a pretty small team. Certainly more sizable than Hellpoint's, but quite solid. Val says you look like the Orphan of Cause. Yeah, I could see that. I always thought it looked like, one of the Silents from Doctor Who. Series 6. This small team did something really incredible here. And it's an interesting game to play back-to-back with Hellpoint, because I like both games a whole lot. But, Mike Drew. That's an excellent job to you, sir. Seriously, absolutely phenomenal stuff. I feel like this game is demonstrative of what, like, a first attempt at a Souls-like by an indie studio ideally should look like. Something like this, or like Salt and Sanctuary. You know, something that is of a manageable scope, that is able to refine its mechanics and presentation to a polish. Oh, special thanks to a Discord. That's so sweet. And their mods. That is precious, really. And I would love to see, as I said with Hellpoint, but really I want to see what this dev team can do with a greater budget, with more time, with a bigger world and a bigger game. Because based off of what we've seen here, I would be perfectly content playing a game the length of, say, Dark Souls 2 or 3, made by this team, or in this style. If there had been, like, 3 or 4 more dungeons, I would have been happy as a clam, seriously. I loved my time with Mortal Shell. Doesn't mean it was perfect, it certainly wasn't. Dimgate is a particular low point for the game, because it, while visually stunning, is so long, and so kind of bland from a mechanical perspective. You're just fighting the same groups of mobs over and over again for a couple, maybe at or around an hour or more, and that's with solid, steady progress. But I enjoy the fact that the characters' skill sets and level progression, not even level progression, skill sets and development, and the weapon upgrade system was appropriately scaled for the length of the game, so that we weren't, like, just, upgrading the weapons far beyond their use, but also that there was just enough to keep us invested in gathering special treasures and using them to refine our weapons and unlock new weapons throughout the entire game. It's really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. And I am just, like with Cradle Games, whom produced Hellpoint, I am going to be keeping my eyes... I should say developed Hellpoint, but you know what I mean. I'm going to be keeping my eye on this team, because I would love to see them attempt another Souls-like. Because this might be my favorite indie Souls-like I've ever played, and by indie I mean, like, just produced by a small team. Like, this is leagues above Death's Gambit. It's better than Hellpoint, as much as I liked Hellpoint. And it might even be a smidge better than Salt and Sanctuary. I don't know. We're gonna have to play through Salt and Sanctuary on stream at some point and see if we can't come to some kind of conclusion or consensus as a community about that. Which, I'm pretty sure our dear friend Seth, the Overwitch, is going to be taking on Salt and Sanctuary Blind at some point in the future. But, that said, dear friends, I think we're going to have to call it for today, as our time in Fulgrim has come to a close, and I need to prepare myself to take on a little bit of, like, business, just composing emails and things like that. Val says my favorite thing from Salt and Sanctuary is the Kuremoa. I love the fact that you could play through the entire game with, like, a chef's pan, or a skillet, basically, and have it be a perfectly viable weapon. Oh, sorry, yeah. When next you see me... Well, Val, it's actually going to be kind of coming full circle for me and you, at least, my friend. Because when next we meet, we are going to be taking on the most recent entry in FromSoft's illustrious catalog, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, which I have not beaten before, though I've come damn close. As it happens, there's a super boss near the end of Sekiro which will absolutely destroy you if you don't have a couple pieces of gear that seem almost tailor-made for that fight and that fight alone. To give you an idea, it's the kind of fight that in a game with maybe a couple dozen different pieces of craftable equipment and like kit you can get, at least two or three of them seem to be devised purely for one boss fight out of several dozen. So we're going to be having some fun. We're going to be starting that game from the very beginning. I'm going to be walking you through and taking you back to sort of the tentative first steps I ever took on this platform with a series that kind of petered out, I want to say very early last year. So until next time, thank you all. Oh, Val says, hey, Chef's Pan is in the Salt and Sanctuary meta. It is. I know it is. And it is incredibly powerful if you play it properly. And it's like a water boss in a Metroidvania right after you get a freeze ray. Yep. By the way, Val, do you know the boss I'm referring to? Until next time, ladies and gents, thank you all so much for joining me. If you would care to stay up to date with our streaming schedule and engage with the community of positive and really, really engaged video game enthusiasts, join Val asks Dragon Man. I think I know who you're talking about, and yeah, the demon. The demon. Oh, no, not the dragon, then. The demon of hatred. But if you would care to stay up to date with our schedule and join a like-minded community of video game enthusiasts, please drop down into our Discord, a permanent link to which should be available in the description of our Twitch page. We would love to have you, and I've loved having you this afternoon. Thank you all so much for joining me. This has been a wonderful experience, and I'm just so glad I got to share it with all of you. We should be back with Sekiro either tomorrow or, depending on like how restless I get, later today. We'll see. So until then, thanks one more time. Have a wonderful rest of your day, folks. Bye-bye.